Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome back to Material Energy 5. In the last episode, we were working on making our way through the safari, what is it called? Rare Beast Safari, aka the zoo, and making your way into the basement. We also did a lot of questing last time, some chemistry stuff, and we're going to start with that today as well. I have loaded up the first area, the stone... Cliffs of the Sea Stone, the seaside village. That's what I've been calling it. And you might notice things look a little bit different if you have a keen eye. I turned off texture animations. Hopefully get the frame rate up a little bit. I was having a little bit of trouble just basically while I was kind of doing some prep work and looking around for some things. And that seemed to be the easiest fix. So hopefully the frame rate is going to be good and high and all that kind of fun stuff. And we're going to break... Oh, dang it. There's a cow here. We can't bring the cow into the space station because we can't mine the ineffable glass, which is really unfortunate. So I do have an area for our first cow. And I decided to put him down here. So we can put the cow right here. We'll have to get another spawn egg, I guess, to get another cow. But there is some quest with the cow. We need to get 6 sugar. And I think the way to do that is just to get some evaporators. I'm not entirely sure how these work, but we have them. I also took the storage cell out of there and put it in here, so everything is in here now. But we should have some evaporators, I thought. Yeah, there they are. I actually don't know how these work. They're really easy to kind of get. Okay. So we put milk in them and then... Alright, that is easy enough. So we only really need 2, but we'll keep 3. Do I have any more buckets? I do not. You know what, let's take a cauldron down there then. So the thing that I have been kind of looking for, we need clay. And I haven't been able to find any clay yet. So I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. That is going to take a little bit of time. That's fine. But yeah, I have not been able to find any clay naturally. But jumping in here, I did find a bunch of things. So first of all, I don't know why I didn't think to do this before. But I didn't. And yeah, I haven't looked at any of these. But I dug up all the graves. And there are actually a couple graves that have chests in them. Bones is nice. This one had some more bones, and I believe this one, more bones. Okay, so just a bunch of bones. We're gonna break that one just in case. No reason to put a torch next to a torch. But I was looking for some clay, and well, I couldn't find any. Simple as that. There is probably a lot of secrets. Because I did find some secrets. One is right here. I did not look in this chest, but I did see it. Oh my gosh, get up on the... And there's 2 basic rewards. Cool. And then over here, as I was swimming back, looking down in the sea to see if there was any clay anywhere, I found this, which had an uncommon. Okay. Again, I hadn't looked at any of those. Was just I noticed them, and I figured I'd bring you guys back in and actually record me opening them and getting close enough to see what's in them. So let's just double check just a little bit. Unfortunately, there is no fast swimming in this mod pack. It's too old of a version. It's before, I think, Yeah, 1.12. I think that is the version right before we had the big Minecraft aquatic update. I believe that was 1.13. But we can't like sprint underwater to get some more speed. But there is no clay down here, as far as I can tell, which is unfortunate because we could have used some clay. There's also a creeper on that one specific cliff. But yeah, so we're gonna have to make some clay, which shouldn't be too difficult. And we're gonna keep this area open because if we run into the problem of making the clay, there is a really easy way. There's a chest there. There's a really easy way to do it. So let's grab some blocks. And I guess let's just go up from here. We can break more blocks, why not? I believe there is a chest up here. And one of these days I'm going to be able to actually break the chest. Yeah, there is. Cool. So ideally one day I will be able to break the chest so that we can actually, you know, remember where we've looked and what we've collected. So I know for a fact I am probably going to recheck that chest at a later date. Maybe not on camera, but probably will. That's usually why I break all the chests that I find in either in CTM maps in general, because let's be honest, there's not too many other places where you're gonna find random loot like a CTM map. So let's head to the lab, and once we get up there, we're gonna do a couple quests, and the main thing I want to do is unlock solar power, which to do that we need to make a energy conduit, which should not be too difficult. So we're going to leave this area open because it might actually be the key to getting clay. So let's just drop straight on down here and alchemy lab. So the first thing we need to do, we need to dissolve some things. We need to dissolve some rose red into mercury sulfide, and that will give us a bunch of sulfur, which is a quest. Dandelion yellow will give us lead iodine, which will give us lead, which is also a quest. So we're just gonna start putting things in here, and eventually I need to actually have some storage, but we'll worry about that later. And I was looking at the lasso. This is probably going to be the key. If we have string and gold, we do have access to both of those. Do we have any gold currently? That is actually a good question. I know we have chemical gold, and we could combine it to make a gold ingot, and that is good enough to make a lasso. Unfortunately, you can't make them in crafting terminals because of reasons. So we are gonna be able to get that cow out of the area. But the thing we need is clay, and to get clay, we need kaolinite, and that can come from dirt of any type, or sponge, or clay, obviously. So we only need 2. So hopefully we can get a little bit of kaolinite. Can we? Oh no, we need a chisel, and a chisel we're gonna have to find in rare loot crates, unless we might already have one. No. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we're gonna need more dirt. Observatory. We are gonna want to eat some food. That is something I didn't think to prep. We don't have access to too much food, and I need to go to a normal crafting station to make the golden lasso. It is going to take some experience, 8 XP, 8 levels of experience. But now we can move around animals, and we can steal animals from inside the spatial storage areas, which means we have 2 cows we can use. So that means we can breed cows. We also have some mineral salt, which don't know why I need that, but we have some condensed milk. That is a quest. We need 4. So let's put this stuff here. That's why I put the cauldron down, by the way, so I could store my water, because I almost always have a water bucket on me. It's generally good practice. And yeah, being able to switch that out for a more useful thing that we need at the time, like milk, is probably a good idea. So I think what we're going to have to do, and let's just go ahead and put the golden lasso away. We're going to have to go dig with our magic shovel. Luckily there is a lot of dirt here. And ow. You shot the creeper. Can you give me a disc? Alright. The creeper was kind of forgetful. And the skeleton does not miss. Luckily he hit the creeper. We'll get a music disc. Why not? Okay. So we have a lot of dirt here. Let's just go ahead and dig up some of it. And we can then take this and hopefully get some clay. At least that's the idea. And let's just dig this area. This is such a slow shovel, but it works, so who cares? We do need to heal up though. And let's just get this last little bit. Cool. So we have, what, 40? That should be enough. That should be close anyways. So let's dump off this stuff. Fortunately, we got cat. Not my favorite disc. I am a fan of weight, which is the like light blue one. That's always been the one I liked. But let's see if we can get some kaolinite. There we go. Now the question is, how much do we need? 1 to 1. So we need 2. So let's just throw in like a couple more. And we can throw this stuff in here. We need 2 clay. And to get that, we just put this up here. And now we should be able to do everything else we needed to get the quest item, which is in the first chapter. We did get the sulfur and the lead, and then it wants us to make those. Okay, we'll do that later. I want to kind of get back to adventuring, but I want to unlock the solar power. So we need 24 energy conduits, which is 2 sets of this. So hopefully that's enough with just one set of conduit binder. And we need sand. Well, there's sand that's easy to get. So I guess let's go get some sand. Don't think there's any up here. I think the best way to get it is just going to be to jump off the edge. And grab some sand. Unfortunate, but let's try to get like here. Can we dig from here? No. Alright, this is going to be super slow. And it might be better to use our copper shovel. But at the very least, there is all that sand. Let's see. We don't need that much right now. So I'll tell you guys what. Let's go ahead. I'm going to mine a little bit of sand. Oh, that's so much faster. I'm going to mine a little bit of sand. And then I will meet you guys back up at the top so that we can finish getting the energy conduit. Alright, so I made my way back up. I have a little bit over a half a stack. I also killed a spider and got some copper coins, which is nice. Hopefully at some point we can get, you know, the rest of the spider legs that we need. But one set of conduit binders should be enough, and we're going to go ahead and smelt that up. And while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and improve this excavator. And the way we're going to do that for right now, we're going to make the excavator pattern. We're going to put it in here, and we're going to turn stone, 8 stone, into excavator head, and then we should be able to replace the part. And it maintains everything, specifically that unbreakable, but more importantly, mining speed goes up, durability goes up, which doesn't matter, and the mining level goes up, which doesn't usually matter. So that should be a little bit better, and we'll kind of gradually improve that as we go. So we need to make these energy conduits, and it should not be too difficult. Some copper, space capacitors, and this conduit binder. And if we can get just a little bit more, I think just one more set will be enough, because we need 24 in total. And there we go. So that should be a quest. We'll get the basic rewards. And opening a port. Now that you have the power conduit, it's time to start using a small amount of power we have at our disposal from the solar panels above. So we need to get some power, but this opened up, which means that we can now start not only grabbing the power out of the solar panels, which there's probably a creative solar panel. What is that? That was a little bit of a graphical bug. Interesting. So, the neat thing is there's probably like a creative solar panel up at the top or something. Or some way, there might be just a command block. I don't know how this works. But we have infinite power. It's just probably going to be slow. So now we do have a... what are they called? Is it even in here? No. Did I keep it in here? Yeah, space capacitor bank. That is what we needed. And we're going to just set this down right here. And we are getting an input of 20 units, micro infinities, I think is what they're called, per tick. So we need what? 1,000. So we'll just let this kind of set while we do other things. I wish I could tell what the conversion rate is, but we need to grab the screens. Task screen. And I believe if we just set this right here, task 1,000, okay. And we should be able to configure this to push. And we immediately got it. Cool. That was not difficult. We'll get an uncommon reward. And we can go ahead and break that. So we're just going to let that set. We don't really need power right now. Eventually we will, but right now doesn't really matter. I do need to reset this though. Task. Can I don't know. I don't know how to do anything with that, but let's go ahead and open these rewards. So we have some basic rewards. Copper shield, a bow, some wood, shovel, arrows, nothing, sponge. Okay. The sponge would have been useful a little bit ago. I guess we can use the copper shield over the normal shield, and it's just a basic bow, so nothing too awesome. Another rusted blade, which is, it's alright. And then we have 2 uncommons. Magnesium and grass blocks. Ooh, a stack of grass blocks is actually kind of nice. So let's get back into chapter 2, and we're going to go get the condensed milk that's down here. And then we're going to jump back into the actual action and get some work done, other than just this questing. We need 3 eggs. Okay. I'm not reading these. The chemical calcium is only one of the elements that we may obtain from these primitive tubes. Users should be able to create eggs in a test tube with the flexibility offered by alchemy. That condensed milk will come in handy for that. Okay, what does this stuff use? Calcium, protein? I'm curious. It wants me to synthesize an egg, which we don't need. Protein and calcium carbonate. That makes sense. But we kind of already have some eggs. Let's go ahead and get that area back. And I just grabbed the same one. Rare beast. Go ahead and do your thing. We already have some eggs, so we get another reward. And then it wants me to make a cake, which I don't have, so we're gonna not worry about that right now. But we do have 2 more basics: helium and old reliable, which we're already using. So we have backup gear if we need it. Alright, so for this area we need to get the level 2 access card for the lab, and that's what we're going to go do. We're going to kind of ignore everything else right now and just go straight to the back to the lab, and hopefully find it. So obviously I could have got a bunch of sand there. Eventually I will probably clear out most of this area, take the things. There is something down there and I can't tell what that says, but let's go ahead and clear out the rest of these areas. F7, yeah, this is a really dark area. And there is a spawner right there. Let's break it. This appears to be empty. And I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Those are Futura blocks, okay. Doesn't seem to be anything in here. I think this is supposed to be like servers, but I don't know what the middle is supposed to be. And then we can also look. Anything above? Doesn't appear to be. Okay. So this area looks, this room looks empty. Let's light this area up. There are a couple of spawners. And there's a couple of chests. Not too terrible to get through, just because we can jump in here early enough. We don't have to worry about much. So, we do need to worry about food, though. Access card in here? No. Is it going to be, like, super hidden? Probably. Let's be honest. I think we have one more room. Yeah, we have one more room. There is a witch in here. Witches should be prioritized. And iron armor. Iron armor skeletons. Creepers are also kind of a bad thing. That arrow just disappeared. Alright. Cool. Ooh. There is a lot of things in here. And this is definitely where we need to be. Alright, let's run. Back up. Creepers don't seem to actually explode rooms and damage things. I wish we had better weaponry. And it looks like anything can drop. Any of the spiders can actually drop the spider eyes. We're gonna just put that back. Aw, the iron leggings are pretty much broken. Alright, so spiders of all types can spawn, or can drop the, whatchamacallits. What are they called? Let's light this area up a little bit. The spider legs are not a unique drop to the one spawner. That's what I'm trying to say. We don't have to worry about anything like that. I think I got the attention of the witch, which is really good. Especially if I can just kill the witch. Witches also drop really good stuff, like redstone and glowstone. They also drop sugar, which is not too terrible. Alright, let's recover a little bit. And light this area up best we can. I really hate how many skeletons have been in here. Alright. Oh, come on. There we go. He dropped his head. Alright, we definitely need to recover a little bit of life. And we should be able to complete the spider leg quest. I was like, where did it go? There should be a creeper in here still. Alright, let's light that up. And I think we're clear. We didn't even get any of those, like, zombies. But there's no access card in there. I wonder where it could be. It's probably in here. Alright, so no, that's just okay. Now I'm not joking. Where is the access card? Any hints? Employee reported they lost it under. Okay, it's under a desk. So let's kind of look. It's probably gonna be a chest that's literally under a desk, like this. All right, we found it. So there is access card. You can use the alchemy stations to refine the iron out of any blood you find in this animal research lab. It's discussing what these porous creatures were forced to endure. And now we get to find level 3. Advanced technician lost his own card while repairing one of the gelatinous slides. Alright. That sounds interesting. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do this probably in the next episode. Because I like that this just deletes orange concrete. Oh, all orange concrete is that specific. Okay. There is a wolf here. There are a lot of wolves. And I think they're supposed to be angry. That's unfortunate. Alright, this area is probably going to be a lot easier than you might think at first, because yeah, it's supposed to be spawning angry wolves, and that's been a known bug for a while. Angry mobs don't typically spawn correctly. Specifically the wolves. Yeah, these are all very happy wolves. So this area is not dangerous at all. There's just a bunch of wolf spawners. So I guess let's go ahead and clean this up. There is a bunch of congealed blood, some multimeters. We'll loot it probably next time. Other than I want to go ahead and break the wolf spawners. We can, at the very least, dump off some things. Wolf spawners we'll probably want to keep on us. There is an anvil here. That's kind of nice. Syringe. We can extract blood from hostile mobs. Right-click an obsidian block while hiding this item to instantly harvest the obsidian. Item will be consumed. Interesting. So we'll probably just go through and loot this, like I said, next time. But the quest item is probably in here. And I would have to say probably this one, considering it looks broken. So let's go ahead and okay, these just make you go that direction, and we can get the goal, no problem. Alright, so there's probably a lot left to do here. We can turn that off. But we've unlocked the next area. And that was pretty easy. So we can get some chems, storage of chemicals, and then doctor said he forgot his card while working on its computer. Alright, anyways, let's head back up top. Let's finish breaking the rest of these awful spawners, spawning in all these awful dogs that just keep attacking us. We're barely alive, and let's get back to the surface where it's nice and safe. But we're gonna go up there. We have 2 spider. I think we still need 1 more spider leg, but yeah, I do believe we do still need another spider leg. So I'll tell you guys what, we'll go ahead and end off the episode here, and next time we'll continue going into the labs. Hopefully things are gonna work properly. That is, but for the record, a long bug in Minecraft. For whatever reason, the angry wolf spawners don't work right. They kind of forget that they're angry, and so it just never works like it should. So we'll have to just pretend like that was really dangerous. It is unfortunate, but it happens. So I guess before we do anything else, we can open magic shovel, bow, magic shovel, carbon, and what else do we have? We have a single uncommon, sodium. Alright, so I will tell you guys what, I'm going to organize the old inventory and kind of maintain everything a little bit. Get some food, we need food, and next time hopefully we'll finish up the labs. We'll try to anyways, and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!